Hello to anybody who's going to listen to this. This is Leanne, and it's Sunday, July the 2nd. And I was going over some research the last couple of days, and of course, tucking some things back in my mind to say on the video, as we call it around here, for funny. But if you listen to any of the people, whether it's tarot cards, psychics, mediums, anybody, even the not so sharp ones, I'll just say. But everything that you listen to right now says July is going to be equally as beautiful. It's going to be challenging. There's going to be outbursts. And, for me, this is not new news. This galactic energy's been, coming through and off and on, different waves coming from different densities or different places, blah, blah, blah. I can't speak intelligently. But I think anyone listening to this knows what I'm talking about. So, yeah, I'm kind of used to it. However, it does feel like things are intensifying. And I feel like I'm really blessed, and I want to point this out, for all the newbies like me. If you're just waking up an hour ago, you can start to change your relationship with your family, everything around you. Now, does that mean that some people might not be left standing next to you? Yeah, unfortunately, it does mean that. Now, I personally have lost my people to, transitioning to the other side, or they live a lifestyle that I can't have around my children. So, the couple stragglers that are still alive that's the case. So, I'm kind of blessed that I've already kind of gone through that pain and done that work, and so now I don't have a bunch of friends that are going to leave me, or family that are turn their back on me or challenge me. It's my two kids, and I have an elderly man that I take care of. He was always older than me, of course, and we worked together at the Google plant, ironically. And he was all by himself and had lost his family. Long story short, I won't tell his business. And now he's upwards in age. And so my kids and I take care of him, and they call him Papa, and I call him Pop. So we have a surrogate family member, and he's quite the, let's just say he's challenged in the way of cleanliness and hygiene and stuff like that, and that's our biggest challenge, and it causes so much negativity that it's something I have to overcome multiple times on an hour on a daily basis. I have grown leaps and bounds from it, though. It has taught me a lot in the way of patience and not judging and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's my situation with my kids, and I've just told them, what I suggest to the new ones, and because that's what this channel is really for, is maybe somebody who wants to keep me in check, some wiser ones. I hope somebody like that is listening, so they can check me, and then I hope the new folks are listening, because I feel like even at almost 3 years, I'm still new, especially since none of my gifts are coming through. But needless to say, I wish I was a medium to allow loved ones to speak. That would be amazing. I just can't imagine being a person who was responsible for bringing that kind of peace to another to another person or people. But yeah, so I suggest having a talk with your family and your friends, and letting them know, hey, if you don't discuss your spiritual life with them and your awakening, if there's somebody you can't do that, like at work, just say, there's something's come up, and I know this is going to be a tough month for me. I have some issues personal that I can't, that I can't share, but I just want to give everybody a heads up to please be patient with me. I'm working through something, and that everything's going to be great, but that you just want to give them a heads up. And you'd be surprised how far that goes at work. And then for your family, hopefully they know what, I'm talking about your immediate household family. Just have a talk with them and say, okay, guys, hopefully they're even keeping up with it like you are, but if you're like me, I'm the only one, and I've got to pass the news on. So, needless to say, um, what I'd like to suggest is just sitting down, even if it's at a meal, or take a walk, and always keep them abreast. If you have kids or, people who won't listen, kind of sneak a few minutes in when you take walks together and stuff like that, because life is good right now. There are some places where there are no chemtrails. Things are changing. Everything is looking so beautiful. The colors are different. You can tell that we are definitely not in 3D anymore, in my opinion, or at least my people are, whoever's listening to this, and the people I know. The sky is, it's got more color. Things taste better. Things are just different, but nothing's perfect. But things are getting kind of rosy sometimes. It's hard to explain. And there's something else I want to hit on when I'm finished with this. But steal those moments to tell them, okay, guys, we know this is going to be a tough month. We know there's going to be unexpected surges of energy coming through, which is going to bring up unexpected emotions in us. And so we can use this as a learning tool. Let's make sure we don't let this come between us, because, that's what the Archons would want. That's what the old programming would want. We are trying to go somewhere new. And when you approach it that way, I'm telling you, it becomes a tool rather than, a harmful aspect of a potentially frightening situation. Becomes perfectly natural, and it becomes a whole... a whole stage, because that's what this is, a game, a drama, and it becomes a whole stage for perfect learning, in all my learning, that's for sure. Earth is definitely a live out loud school, a live, love, learn out loud. It's a school. It's it's a Gaia is the heart and soul, the spirit, her planetary spirit, That's the thing, spirit, other beings, they're not always going to be in the form of a person, a man, a woman, an animal, a cat, a bird, a dog, not even Bigfoot. Sometimes it's going to be just a little rod. Sometimes it's just going to be something that looks like nothing but the tiniest pair of wings lit up. I mean, sometimes it's just the tiniest little orb, and sometimes it's a big orb. If you just start opening your eyes and paying attention, and what's wrong with that? That's fun. So, anyways, the next thing I wanted to say after, I just want to make that clear. Just have a conversation with everybody. Make it a fun, loving, profound challenge. And you'll find that July may be one of the richest, most tender months out of the whole year. Instead of one of beginning of some tediousness and some frustrations and some old anger, there's going to be old issues popping up. As we go through the dimensions with this galactic energy, we're going to have these issues pop up. And the deal is, let's deal with them so that they're not with us anymore. Because we all know, we're kind of in this, I don't even know if we're all going to be able to pay back our karmic debt because of the way things got set up. But I know that's one great way to work on it. Trust me on that. Now, the other neat thing, and I'm probably going to mention this a lot, is that you need to keep checking your skin each day, especially if you're starting your rituals, if you're starting to be conscientious throughout the day, if you're checking your breathing, you're being in control of your thoughts. And the main thing on all of this, and that I struggle with too, is consistency. And you'll find that when you get just a minimal consistency, you're going to find changes, because when you're paying attention, you'll notice even the slightest changes, and sometimes that's all it takes to, make you go leaps and bounds. So just remember to keep checking your skin for the truly diamond-like shine, the little crystals, the little crystallines that come forth, especially if you go outside for about 5 minutes, or some people don't need to go outside. You just need a window with sunlight. It just depends on where we're at. I personally needed to be outside a few minutes, and, that's my truth. I wish it were different. So I've definitely got to work on my density. I have not given up meat 100%. I have studied and researched, and resonates as truth to me that, I'm not telling anybody how to eat, but to definitely find out if your blood type will allow you to go without it. And if you can, it'll just make you less dense. It doesn't make you a better-hearted person, but some people it does, because it depends on where they're coming from. But my point in bringing it up is just to help out with density. Because the lighter we are, the better we will transition through these densities as we go, Sometimes we'll be in fourth, sometimes I believe we can be in fifth. So, I'm not sure how one would prove that, but you just have to listen to what resonates and reverberates as the truth, right? Discernment, discernment, discernment. Well, I love, love, love everyone. This is my small part, and I thank you for listening, and I thank you for sharing this and listening to me all things combined, and I hope that you have a blessed day. Happy 4th of July weekend if you're celebrating. Every day is special to us. We just, we're not religious, we're just spiritual. So each day is as precious as the next, and I guess that'll do it. Okay, well, love ya, mean it. Bye-bye.